This is my pee-pee. 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 This is my pee-pee.
I see that's how we're gonna start this Sunday. You know,
it takes a long time to find your videos.
Good evening.
like a 10-year-old. I don't know. I find it funny. What's going on, Terry?
You know, I was gonna say Happy Mother's Day to all you guys that are gonna make Billy comments this evening. Get that out of the way. Yeah, you've started it. Each week, I like to think that people are going to it's going to taper off, you know?
We can't let it taper off.
But no, here we are.
No, here we are.
The new intro is
it's a new intro every week. So, what are we drinking tonight on this fabulous Sunday? Anything? Or we're too late for drinking?
No, I've got a water because, you rushed me today.
Oh. Today I'm trying Arizona. You ever seen these? I got them in Tennessee. Oh, this fucking shit with the green screen. It's like Arizona hard pink lemonade.
No.
I don't know. It's nice and pink and girly.
It's fitting.
So we're going to give that a go but it's like 4%. So we're going to add some Crazy Monkey. 10 times distilled vodka. You ever heard of that?
No. 10 times distilled.
It's been distilled 10 times by a Crazy Monkey.
I'm not doing this with you.
I got to start getting some liquor sponsors or something one of these days. Happy Sunday, everybody. What's going on, Brad? What's up, Marcel? There was something up with YouTube. It sent me like a comment saying that YouTube wasn't streaming properly, but I guess now it is. So if anyone's on YouTube, let me know if we're streaming okay on YouTube. As soon as I started firing it up, we had like an issue at first. It said YouTube was having a problem. Oh, fuck. All the vodka's at the top.
Ooh, that's what you get. Fucking 10 times distilled.
10 times distilled for sure. So we were supposed to be on last week. If you may or may not know, I was actually driving back to Canada, so it would have been a little bit hard to stream. Randy, you're welcome on anytime, buddy. You just let me know when you want to come on. Come on, shoot the shit with us. We're on every other Sunday. You are the real shit show. I've seen it many times. So what did we have? Last weekend, I was over at your place, right, Terry? It was US 60.
Yep.
They did the butt naked race. Happy held that. That was a huge race. That was an awesome race to watch. I was really disappointed I didn't make it to that. We tried to make it to that race. We really tried. Like, the engine shop got me the motor in time. Everything was kind of on par, but it was just so much going on in 1 week's time. I mean, If you haven't seen it, you can get filled out on all the details. We have this video up on YouTube currently. That's basically a rundown of everything that happened that week. We'll talk a little bit about the shop truck in a bit. For now, we're going to start with Terry's review of US 60. So give us the deets, Terry.
I shortcutted most of it. It was 2 days. It was an awesome event. Looked sweet, fresh virgin concrete. They redid everything. I think it was almost 60 foot wide. It looked awesome. Through the day, it came around quick. I mean, it was all the killers anyway, all the guys that are geniuses on real no prep anyway. So there wasn't a bunch of smoke shows to begin with. But the next day, there was some super fast cars. I got one of the semifinals. I got the final for sure. Ben Protry does an awesome recap video. So
Yeah, he just dropped a video, I think, a couple of days ago for US 60.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to check that out, Pro Tree's got a good video. I think we were watching a whole bunch of feeds. There were a few feeds from your house. We were watching No Prep Felons, I think.
Yep. He had a couple cameras. He's got a finish line camera that's nice to watch.
Corey's feed, Spooled Media, of course.
Yep.
Ben was wandering around the pits talking to people. Ben does his feeds a little different, which are kind of cool on the downtime, I find. Hey, can you fuck off tonight? Honestly. Maxwell got a new ball. He's relentless with this thing. He just shoves it into my thigh nonstop. Okay, I get it. We'll play later. So, sorry about that. What was I saying?
All the streamers. Yep.
Yeah. What I like about Ben's is in between racing, it's kind of cool. He wanders around, talks to different drivers. You get to kind of meet the drivers that are there and get a little feedback from them, which I find always cool and interesting. But yeah, that surface looked like it came around quick though. Yeah, that concrete comes around fast.
Yep. They all dropped new videos. They kind of clean them up and add some things here and there, so they're all good to go back and watch. Even if you watch most of the lives, it's nice to see the cleaned up version.
Well, yeah, I mean it's nice to watch live, but I'm like you. I like to watch the Coles notes after because just race after race after race. The lives are like, well, we were dedicated all night. I know you and I were gambling singles on every race.
You lost your ass. What?
I was up Saturday, somehow Sunday, or late Saturday night when I started doing 2-1 on bets is when
That's the name of the game. That's I baited you in. I sandbagged.
See,
she knows.
Who went home with that dirty single that looked like it had been in a stripper's ass for the last fucking 3 months? I think you had it.
I hope I don't have it here.
That dollar bill was the most disgusting dollar bill. Do I got it?
No. I still have all mine.
Look at you. Bragging. Don't make me go get all the ones I got.
I have them all here.
Yeah, right.
I have all your money, so you have that one crunchy one. That's what you
that one's foul. I don't know where that dollar bill came from, but it definitely brought some kind of venereal disease from the United States into Canada. I'm probably going to get arrested. That was the new COVID on that bill. Guaranteed.
You're nasty.
Sorry, I cut you off. So carry on.
No, I only got one of the semifinals. Like I said, the one wouldn't load, and you rushed me all day and all night. So, and they're a little longer because they're nicer videos here. One's almost a minute, one's a little over a minute. But we'll watch one of these semis first, and then we'll get into the nice final. Both those guys making a bunch of money on you.
Something in the semifinals and the finals with the cars that had made it to the semis and the finals.
Don't start.
I'm just saying.
Don't start.
All the top 3-4 cars had one thing in common, and I'll leave it at that. So carry on. Next video.
Oh God. The big final was a sweet race, but we'll get into it here.
That's fast. Both those cars.
There were a lot of fast cars towards the end. That second day, all the racing was awesome.
I've been a big advocate, as everyone knows here, and people are going to call me a crybaby and whatever else, but I've always been a big advocate of putting chassis cars in front side no preps in their own category or in run what you brung class with like we do in Florida, because there's definitely that's going to be a very hard thing to beat if you have a legit, I don't want to say legit, not even street car, just like factory style car. And good on them. I mean, the guys who are building these super fast cars, I hope eventually that's all that'll be in that class. It just sucks for the rest of us. Yeah, there's no advantage at all. If you talk to any of the big promoters, yes, there's no advantage with a back half car. But when those come down to Florida for our races and you pull up to the staging lanes and tell me that's a back half car, I guess we have different definitions down there of what a back half car is. If your car's all made of bars and you have 12 inches of frame rail left over that you shoved in the glove box so it looks cool, no, not going to fly with us. But anyway, moving on. That's how it's worked. Nobody seems to have given a shit over the last few years when everyone was starting to talk about it, and here we are. So anyone who's racing in small tire, you better build something killer if you're going to any of these races with any money, because there are cars that are super fast. I don't think you even see some of the bigger names now, which is kind of sad, like the guys who used to dominate the no preps in small tire. Still in the backside, there's a few of them that still do. But I think front side racing, it's going to be hard to beat unless they break. Like someone said, a few of them broke. Where did I read that?
Cincy Street Nights. Here, this one.
Yeah, Cincy Street Nights. One of them broke. I mean, there's always that. Racing is racing. There's always a chance of breaking. But if they don't break, fuck me. You better build a fast-ass car. So, yeah, no, that was awesome. Frankenstein, props to all those guys. I mean, that car, that's the car to beat this year, it seems to be. Any front side that car goes to, I haven't seen him lose yet. He even won on the street at, didn't he win this winter when they did the cash days? Yeah, Frankenstein won. At the pad? I think Frankenstein won at the pad, if my memory recalls. Yes, Trevor has a... What the hell is that?
Shut your ass. Hey.
Oh, they lost at Cumberland.
She's developed bad habits because we had this one dog over here last week.
Yeah.
Horrible habits. It's going to take me weeks to train it back out of her, but I won't mention any names.
Yeah, that's what it was. Him and Tommy were in the finals at the pad. Remember, Tommy was pretty close. I mean, that was impressive, but they blew the Falcon up. So, I mean, that's how hard you got to push your car to try to keep up with these things. But
the fuck's
there you go.
What's a barking iguana?
That's a Florida dog. Yeah, Logan Duvall broke, Billy broke, and Charlie Brown won. Yeah, Charlie Brown's another one. They lightened the shit out of that car. There's not much left in there. Yeah, he was damn close with a little motor. I mean, there is a chance, but the scales are weighted heavily against you. And that too. So, US 60 looked like it was an awesome event. They did a great job. I had the FOMO pretty bad when we were at your house. I really wanted to be there with the truck. I think we would have done okay in True Street on that surface. But it is what it is. We can only move forward. So, speaking of which, is there anything else you want to say for US 60? Jimmy Dale won True Street foot braking.
Yeah, he was, and I think he nuked something in it. I don't know what he broke. I haven't watched any of his videos after, but
do you see all the memes now about the nose? He won by a nose. He knows that guy out.
I saw it in the chat that night. It was brutal.
They're savages. It's funny though. Hey man, you got to have thick skin in this racing game. Everybody takes shots. Maxwell, please. Ruthless tonight. you know what the payout was at US 60?
No,
I think 30 something because they paid back a couple spots. I remember
they
hearing
did.
30 something the winner took home, which
Mhm.
fuck, not bad for a day's work. I mean, for the races Frankenstein won, that's some people's yearly salary in 3 races. So cash money. What's up, Jason? We're going to get to OSO in a little bit here. So what else happened this week? Had a little incident.
Small one. We were out for our normal weekday stroll, go down to the park with the kids. We come back, and on the way back, Heather got fucking bit by a dog.
Jesus Christ.
Came from the garage door was open on a home, and the house door was open in the garage. And it comes sprinting out of the house all the way down the driveway, and the guy was yelling, he's okay, he's fine. Hey, this thing was full sprint, and I stuck my arms out, and once I got flared up, it kind of went around me and slowed down and went right to Heather like it was going to sniff her, and hey, just took a chunk out of her leg.
So did you guys have to go to the ER after that?
Yeah, we got home, and it was bleeding pretty bad. Did you turn your other phone off?
Sorry.
Yeah, it looked pretty nasty. One of the teeth marks looked pretty gross. It was pretty deep. I couldn't get it to stop bleeding, so
Is she doing better now? Or
yeah. Or
did she have to take antibiotics?
they gave her an oral antibiotic, and they gave her a tetanus shot, and they cleaned it out with normal iodine shit. Left it open. They didn't want to stitch it closed because infection, they say, is pretty probable. So we're just watching it for the week and changing bandages every couple hours, and she's hobbling around.
I think I got a video from one of your neighbor's house.
I hear you. Run it back, playboy. Shit get ugly. Everybody with me thug.
Definitely looked like you were protecting the family there.
Fairly accurate there. You do what you got to do.
Well, happy to hear she's good.
Yeah.
That always sucks. So when are we buying Lambos? And
on another business.
Was the first phone call to the attorney?
No, we're not gonna. We'll probably send him the bills if we get anything that's out of the ordinary, of course. But he sent flowers. He called the next day and asked for our address and sent some flowers to her. And I mean, he definitely seems sympathetic, but we're not going to go Morgan and Morgan on him and call the lawyers. But she's hopping around for sure.
Yeah. Well, hopefully she has a speedy recovery, because that sucks.
Yeah, it's pretty
gross. Very random in your subdivision too, because your subdivision's like Pleasantville over there. All the neighbors wave, and they're like, throw money at each other just because they have so much.
Yeah, it was unexpected for sure.
Did that dog have a grill, gold plated?
You fuck.
Just asking for a friend. What's up, Chris? All right, so getting back to the truck, we brought the truck back home after being down there in Florida. We headed back last weekend. Stopped by the park. Saw this creep. I wanted to send out to the authorities.
Keep all these fucking photos.
Sorry. Saw some creep in Florida. I reported him, but anyway, hopefully the authorities will take care of that. He was hanging around the parks. So we got home. The truck needed a lot of work because the whole front end was pretty beat up. I mean, we cut holes in the fenders to run exhaust before. The bumper was all mangled from doing wheelies and smashing it up. So the reason we took the wrap off is because I couldn't just paint the front of the truck and keep the back camo. It would have looked ridiculous. So we decided to go back to white because that was the base color of the truck. So Terry and I actually got these fenders from a wrecking yard. So I painted all these in the shop. We painted the fiberglass hood. Please don't judge it when you come see it up close. It was all painted by myself, not an auto body. I'm not an auto body guy. I did the best I could.
Please
But-
judge.
Dick.
Please, for my sake.
So yeah, we ended up painting everything white. So that's the finished product. I'm happy with it. The bumper, I bought another bumper, as Terry knows, and it ended up not being the right bumper. It didn't even fit the truck, so that was a complete waste of time. So we just refurbished the original one, painted everything up nice. So if you see the truck now, it's going to be all white for now. Maybe down the road we'll go back and wrap it something different again, but for now, this is how it's going to look. I'm pretty happy with it. It came out. All right, AJ, maybe we'll do that this winter. Yeah, I like it in white. I mean, it looks clean. I know everyone says, oh, there's 100 white S10s out there, and they're right. That's true. It just happened to be that this truck was originally white. To try to repaint it a different color, as anyone knows, like it's very hard to repaint a truck or car. You got to take the doors off, do all inside the frame. Like it's just too much work that I didn't have enough time for. I barely had enough time to get it all sorted. So for now, we're going to just keep it white, and we'll figure something out. More importantly, we need to figure out what the hell we're doing with the truck and getting it all sorted out because, yeah.
Amen.
We went to Immokalee, as you can see in our YouTube video, pulled 2 major wheelies, and then ended up blowing the dipstick out of the motor. Not blowing it out, it just kind of fell out because it wasn't really fitted properly. So now we put a plug. We've put a plug. What are you looking at?
I just like your choice of words there, that it wasn't fitted properly. Meanwhile, it was just siliconed and jammed in there.
That's what I mean by it wasn't fitted.
Well, fitted is a pretty nice word to use, is all I was saying.
Well, that dipstick didn't exactly fit in the dipstick hole, so we siliconed it in, and obviously the silicone didn't work. So now I've epoxied. It's done. There's no going back in there. Why is a truck referred to as half a car? I'm not sure. Why is that? I guess we'll get the answer in a minute. So, yes, when I got back home here, I took that shitty dipstick out, epoxied a plug into it. We won't have any leaks from there, but the oil pan is still leaking. So I'm going to throw this out there. Anyone with an LS who uses that Summit 7-quart oil pan, that's the second one I put on the truck, and it still leaks. Same spot. So I'm going to take it off this week and silicone the fuck out of the whole thing because I'm just tired of it. We need a lot of nickels to keep the front end down at Immokalee. It was coming up right away. So during the week, we did a little testing on the street. As some of you may know, we are going to try to do the True Street class this year because the truck is True Street, like it's always been. Picking our options between running True Street and small tire, I think we have a more competitive True Street car than we do a small tire car. In the event that I don't want to do True Street anymore and go straight small tire, then we're going to have to reassess the truck in a whole because I think we definitely have to back half 4-link, put all the fiberglass shit on it and lighten it up because it is a heavy grill for sure. And to compete now with the cars in small tire at this caliber, I think we'd just be spending all year donating. I mean, we could do okay, but it's challenging. So we've decided to go True Street this year. So we've put on those QTPs, which we've never really ran before. We ran them one time at Grand Bend last year. They seemed to work out okay, but the suspension was all jacked up when we had them. So we did a few street hits on the QTPs. They're definitely not the same as a slick. Air pressures were different. But where we test here, we don't have a lot of room. So we really can only test about 300 feet maybe before you have to lift and get out of it. So it was hard to do any testing. So Ontario Street Outlaws had an event this weekend The weather looked horrible, to be honest, all week. For those of you who don't know, I think we still have the intro for their stuff. They are one of the local promoters here in Ontario, Canada, that have been doing No Prep now for 4 or 5 years. Anyway, they had a cash day style race. They were doing the flyers here. The Cash is King race was this weekend, so we decided to attempt it because we need some testing. I mean, we have War in the Woods coming up soon. We have another. I mean, there's a few big races coming up, War in the Woods, KD, bunch of stuff we want to get to. So having no data on these QTPs, I really need to get out there and start testing. Plus, the new motor makes a lot more power than the old motor did. So we need to figure out the boost curve. Everything's just a little bit different now. So we headed on out to Cayuga, Toronto Motorsports Park. It looked like it was going to rain the whole time, but that place is weird as a whole. It's got like a bubble over it where for some reason it'll either rain when it's sunny everywhere else or it won't rain when it's raining everywhere else. So we risked it and it ended up not raining there. What's up, guys? So we got to OSO and sadly the car count was, I mean, not very good. I guess people were scared of the rain. And I don't know. I got a weird vibe when I got there. This time, to me, and this is just my experience, felt very depressing. I don't know if it was because of the weather or because no one was there, but it just didn't feel like it used to. Like it used to have like a vibe to it. Or maybe I'm just used to these American events where there's just a lot more. I don't know. It had a weird vibe. I'll put it that way. So they had, and I'm going to ask your opinion on this, Terry, when I post this up. You tell me. This kind of fucked me up a little bit. So here's some of the lists they had for some of the classes.
Got him! Got him!
What do you notice on all those lists?
Bikes was the largest.
No.
And there was no
that's
more
not what
than
I'm referring to. Look at it one more time. What side's the right on?
Maybe that's just because you know, sometimes when you take pictures, you know,
No.
it doesn't.
No. One more time. When I look at a clipboard, I may be left-handed. I'm not sure. But normally I'm right-handed.
It depends on which side you hold the clipboard in. Yeah, that's right.
That fucked me up so much that I was in the wrong lane both times. Because in my head, when I see right is on the right-hand side.
Well,
Left.
Here in the U.S., that's how we do it. I don't know how you guys do it up there. Then maybe it's
that
different.
fucked me up so badly because I went to the wrong lane twice. Because when I look at the clipboard, I didn't even look at the right and left. I said, oh, right side, I'm right lane, fucking first pair. And then I go up and they're like, what are you doing? You're on the wrong side. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? I just looked at the clipboard. I'm on the right. I was on the right side.
So
and then
they didn't actually just put R and L in the wrong spot. They actually, it was actually,
No. You got to side, but he's on the left side of the clipboard. But it said R at the top.
I would have went with the way it was on the clipboard, though. I wouldn't.
That's what I did. So,
and
if I was So I don't know. I found that funny after. I mean, it's the little things that make me laugh, but I was like, what in the fuck? Because the guys were like yelling at me. They're like, you're in the wrong lane. I'm like, I looked at the clipboard 3 times. I was on the right-hand side of the fucking clipboard. I didn't even notice the letters at the top.
I wouldn't have either.
No, I just found it funny after, because then I looked at the pictures. I said, holy fuck. Yeah, it was backwards. They got me. They got me good on that one. So anyway, I found that humorous. That was definitely different. So we decided to go into True Street. You may or may not know this, but yeah, see? So it must have fucked you up too, Jason, because it fucked me right up. It was very confusing. Yes, Terry did notice bike class had the biggest count. That was true. You know what? At TMP, those bike guys are loyal. They come out there all the time. Like
that's
that place,
why I asked a few times in our events, if we could have a bike class, because when I go there and I went with you and I watched all the live streams, I mean, it's a big class every week. It's not like every now and then.
No, it is. It's a huge class at TMP. So some of you may not know, some of you may know. Alex sits with us on the table sometimes. He used to flag the Ontario Street Outlaw stuff. Now he just flags the 519 Pro Street. Terry's wearing Alex's hat. So OSO has a new flagger for this year that actually started last year.
He's trash.
That was 100% accurate.
So Alex is out. Geet is in for this season for OSO. I know she's still learning how to flag. We had a little discrepancy in the beginning, which we talked to her about, which wasn't a big deal because it didn't really matter for my passes, but might have pissed off some other people. She was just a little bit quick on the, what do you call it? Locking people in. Do you know what I mean? Because I know she pointed to the car to my right, gave him a few seconds, locked him in, pointed to me and put her arm down, locked me in. And I was like, uh-oh.
Time to
we
go.
got like, I think it just touched the chip. 1.4 seconds I got on the brake, but didn't seem to matter because I'll show you our passes right now. But I'll tell you one thing. The only issue with, I realized what had happened in that first pass, why it was as bad as it was. I have a 3-step on the truck. So as soon as I stepped on the gas, it brought the RPM up to 4,600 to get the rear turbos spooling. And when I let go of the brake, I let go of the brake at 4,600, not the commanded RPM I wanted to leave at, because I literally had just stepped on the gas to spool the turbos and she banged the light. So what am I going to do? I got to let go of the brake, right? So it was an error, but somehow we still ended off pulling off a win. But I'll tell you, this surface was tricky. Yeah, you couldn't see anything.
Fucking smoke there.
Everybody asked me who won. I finally beat Matt Searle. That guy has been the True Street champion in Ontario here forever. That's probably the one and only time I'll beat him, but I'll take the wins when we can.
Hold on to that, like the Watchdie one.
But we definitely broke in those brand new QTPs. I think there were black marks from the starting line all the way down to the fucking 660 and beyond. So if people wonder why I go through so many tires, there you got it.
Nobody
it wasn't a 330. It was probably 660.
Nobody wonders.
No, that's standard for us. So that was the problem in first round that I figured out. So I talked to, I went up and talked to Geet. I wasn't mad about it. Like I said, we just really came to test. There were 3 people in True Street. I donated to come out, and it would cost the same for a track rental. So we just wanted to come out, test, and figure out these QTPs. So second round, we raced the orange big block car that everyone complains about, methanol, twin turbo, big block. He's been winning a lot of True Street stuff. It was basically me and the two guys who always win True Street racing each other. So I raced the best in essence in that class. This was our second round. Be prepared. Not much better. As you can see, you can't see anything. We both smoked the tires for another 660. I should make it a burnout truck. I've been saying that for years. So, my bad, fat fingered it. Second pass, it was just too spicy again. No, not much tire left. This motor does make a lot more power. It gets up on boost a lot quicker than the old one did. It seems to be more fitted to the rear mounts. I'm having no issues with boost anymore. Yeah, this surface was tough. I'm telling you, a lot of people went down and everybody was... No, it wasn't the guys lining me up, Brad. You guys did a good job. Everyone was struggling. This was on the road course. I have a quick video of the surface we did here.
Yeah, have a good time.
It was like a very smooth rock chip almost on top. Yeah, and it never got better. You know what? It's an awesome surface for no prep stuff because it was actually very challenging, and it wasn't only me that was doing super long burnouts. Like every race we saw, everyone was doing burnouts. Like it was cold, it was a little damp, and that smooth rock chip was very hard to get down. So we went back to the pits, and honestly, I was going to foot brake the truck. Everyone said, don't even bother with the trans brake. Like it was that bad out there. So I turned the RPM right down. I got rid of the 3-step because we really didn't need much boost to leave. I almost felt like you could probably just leave with NA, like the motor NA, until it shifted into high gear and then start ramping the boost in. Because it was really that shitty. And we put in a fair amount of weight, like the usual stuff we do, but I also noticed these QTPs do not come back like a slick does. Once they're spinning, you can lift fully, and unless they're completely stopped spinning, they just light right back up. Like it's definitely a different tire. It's not the same as the usual slicks that we run. So we went out then and started doing some testing. So this time I turned down everything, like literally everything, put some timing retard in it, really tried to slow the truck down so we could go A to B. So this was our pass against Paulo's hard tire car, Trans Am. I lied. Wrong one. This one. That one was smooth.
Yeah, it looked good.
But that one literally was like, I think I set the RPM to 3,200 on the 2-step, left on like 3.5 pounds of boost, and then just let it sit kind of at like 8 to 10 pounds, not really putting any power into it. And it went A to B. Yeah, so then the second pass, I'll get back to you, Jason. Let me just finish these videos and then we'll go up through the comments. So the second pass was I just labeled these wrong. We decided to race Paulo's other car, his True Street car, for $100. So, you know, smart fucking scientist that I am. Go back to the pits, get on that keyboard, add a little bit after making a perfect A to B pass. And yeah, we tried it again. Out 60'd me and then lit the tires as per usual. It honestly would not take any more power than I bumped the RPM up 150 on the leave, and I think I added about 2 pounds of boost throughout the ramp. The original ramp, it just, that fucking place will not take power down. And especially on those QTPs, we were messing around with some tire pressure. I'd like to ask guys in the chat, anyone who runs QTPs, what kind of tire pressure are you guys normally running on that tire? Let me go up through some of the comments now. What's up, Ben? So, sorry, guys. There's a lot of comments here. Okay, that was talking about Burnout King, no Wang. The rules for True Street are similar to the ones we have in Florida, except they have no fuel rule. This year we implemented the fuel rule, but it's similar stuff, all glass, stock style suspension, DOT tire, all the standard stuff that I think the True Street stuff is starting to come around, give or take 1 or 2 rules. I don't know how much tires are left after this weekend. Not a lot. Yes, the truck makes a ton of power. I tried retarding the timing, not a bit, a lot, and it still wouldn't get traction out there. What's up, E's and B's? Yeah, the surface never really got any better throughout the thing. That's why I think that surface is going to be a fun surface to race on. I don't know. It's going to take a while for it to come around. Yeah, the truck came around at the end because we just kept pulling power out of it and power out of it. It's kind of shitty because I'd like to know how fast the truck goes now, and we were going real slow. Dig or Die, I think, is still worse than that, to be honest. But it was a pretty bad surface. Yes, the driver mentally very slow. And on my second race, I was really slow on the line because I was looking down at the dash because the race prior, I got Jeremy to stand beside me this time after we talked to Geet, and I said, listen, I'll nod when I'm on boost, like where I want to be. So I was looking down at the dash, watching the boost climb, and then I nodded. And by the time I looked up, she'd already hit the light. So I was like, fuck, that was just my fault. That's on me. That's kind of why I like bumping. Everyone's like, why do you bump? The reason I bump is because I look down. When I know it's good, I look at the flagger and just hit the bump so that they know I'm good. And then I'm mentally ready because I'm looking at the flagger. But I got to adapt with different flaggers, so it's on me to figure that out. There is a tire limit. It's 28, 11, 5, 15s for QTPs in True Street class. And it's got to be DOT tire. And yeah, the surface wouldn't take any rubber. Like, it barely, even I walked it after. The left lane had, now, there's no conspiracies here, but people must be soaking their tires, or certain people must be soaking their tires because, or it's some kind of tire. Because when I walked the left lane, it was in the groove. You could hear like the shoes, like you do at the track. I walked in the right lane in the same groove. There was no stick. So somebody somewhere is soaking their tires or something that's laying down some kind of sticky shit. I'm not pointing at you, Jason. I'm not saying anyone's spraying anything. I'm just saying, I think if you soak your tires, maybe they get sticky like that. I don't know. But there was definitely some stick in the left lane for sure. 100%. 3-step. A 3-step is just something you write in your tune file. So basically what's happening is when I hit the trans brake, it's revving the motor up an extra 1,000 to 1,200, and then it's coming down 3 times. So as it starts building boost, the RPM pulls down. That's what a 3-step is in essence. DO5s. See, I was wondering about a DO5. That kind of surface would be the surface that I think the DO5 would work well at. Like I said, we were on those QTPs. They're fucking real shit. Especially for like that kind of surface. I'm kind of looking forward to next weekend running a slick again because I'm not used to these QTPs. I got to figure it out. What else do we have here? Paulo looked like he was saying, yeah, Paulo 60-footed. Like when we raced each other, it fucking 60'd. But like I said, that left lane had, I don't know. That left lane was definitely had some stick to it in the 60-foot. £12 on QTP 17. See, I wonder on a 15 if you need a little bit more because it folds up. We were running like 15 pounds, I think, and it was still wadding the tire up pretty good. But the truck hits the tire hard. Like, I think maybe I need to take some bite out of it. It's just fucking smoking the tire. There's your boyfriend, huh?
Yeah.
I'm almost down to the bottom here. Yeah, this I believe. What I was thinking too. I'm like, I could probably run my fastest pass on all motor, no boost. Just take the charge pipe off and just let it go free to air. Yeah, it's a tricky surface. I mean, I hope more people come out to it because that's the surface was the equalizer there. It was tricky to get down. Nobody really, like everyone was struggling. Yeah, no, I'm not pointing fingers at Jason. I'm just saying, I know people soak their tires. Everyone knows people soak their tires. It's not a fucking uncommon thing. You can watch people's YouTube videos and look in the background, and people don't wrap their tires in Saran because they're trying to keep them fresh. Let's put it that way.
It keeps the dust off of them if you wrap them that way.
No, there definitely wasn't a lot of car count. I think they had 8 small tire cars. And like I said, True Street was 3 cars. It's kind of shitty that they gave away the Wallies with such low car count. But, I mean, it is what it is. People came to race. So we came too. I would have taken the Wally if we won it. Put in my liquor cabinet here. Hold up a bottle or something with it. You could put spray nozzles in the fender wells, but that would be called cheating. And I hope people don't do that. Yeah, so we ran 15.5 in the QTPs, but I still think we can go up with the air. It's just that surface. Those tires are fucking, once you lose them, they're done. It is very hard. You can't pedal them back. I was literally full lifting and then trying to let the tire settle back down, press it again, it would just light right back up on fire. I mean, there's ways to tell if people are soaking their tires. The dirt track guys have there's a gauge for it. What do they call that? But I don't think there's a rule against doing it, so it is what it is. I mean, a lot of guys do it. Uh, 17 is what I think they need to be at. Yeah, I agree with you. We're going up a pound every run to try to figure it out. Jeremy.
So angry.
Because he wanted to see it make a pass, and we just kept having to turn it down and turn it down and turn it down till it was so slow. Well, if SRC was doing spray nozzles, that's called cheating. I mean, pretty shitty if that's true, but there's no, how do you prove that? Yeah, we were crushing them still at 15 as well. So, outside of that, I mean, it was a good event. The rain stayed off until basically all the racing was done. We just started packing up, and then it started raining. So we were lucky to we got 4 or 5 passes in. Trevor soaks everything. His car, his tires, his seats. Yeah, I don't know if SRC would do that either. I don't see them doing that, but I'm not going to start rumors saying that they started. I have no fucking idea. So hopefully not, but whatever. 17 pounds tomorrow, Mex. Jeremy's very jealous of you.
No.
He goes, "You and Terry have such a
He's the
tight
OG.
bond." No, Jeremy and Brad did an awesome job yesterday. They were my Terrys. We had an oil leak. They fixed that up with a makeshift diaper. What else? They took care of the truck. Like, all I had to do was run the computer. It was nice. We got a couple more videos here. Here's just an in-car one for people who want to see how fucking horrible it was in there. That left C again on the 3-step, I think. That pass I recorded because it was like 4,300 when I let go of the button. That's the problem with the 3-step. If it ain't set up to where it should be, you leave on a lot of RPM. Oh, it was funny too when they were doing driver's meeting. It's a new course, right? No one's been there. So people start going, "Oh, can we do a test pass to see like where you're supposed to go?" I'm like, "Really?
You can't.
You can only go right, guys. If you go straight, there's a fucking mountain, and then you end up in the creek behind it. You can't go left because there's a concrete wall." So I don't know what kind of demonstration people needed to see, but I just sent it, and I know at the end I'm going to follow whichever way the road goes because that wouldn't be common sense. But I found that we were laughing at that pretty good. Everyone needed to see a demonstration because they weren't quite sure that you had to make a right and then follow the road back to the track. But everything was good. I mean, I don't really have any complaints. Like I said, for the first event of the year, everybody's kind of brushing the cobwebs off, including myself. I was late on the light. We made a couple mistakes, shit I need to figure out. But we haven't really raced since, like actually raced. We've done a lot of testing, but that's on a tree. It's different. You're 100% prepared on the tree normally. When it's a flagger and they're doing things a certain way, it's a lot different. So I got to get my head back in the game and stop fucking around. Yes, I should have put Maxwell on the laptop, but he's more spicy than I am. We'll save Maxwell's tunes for more in the woods. Oh, I was driving the shit. The problem is you go slower and slower the faster your wheel speed gets. All of a sudden it feels like you're not even moving. You just look back and there's a lot of smoke. So you had to keep pedaling just to kind of keep the fucking thing moving. Yeah, the shutdown was short, but I don't think anyone really went very fast there. I didn't see any passes where I was like, holy shit, that was super fast. Yeah, there's the next comment. So I agree with you, Jason. Yeah, I think it was a good race. It's like I said, it was kind of shitty that it was that race that was like the big money race / Wally's because nobody was there. So it's kind of like one of those things. It's shitty. Hopefully it'll step up for OSO. I don't know how many we're going to go to this year because we have a pretty busy schedule of stuff going on. There's a lot of events this year, as everyone knows. The no prep calendar is fucking stacked. There's like 12 events every weekend, and that's not those are only the ones on the calendar. Then you keep seeing new ones popping up every other day. So I heard even in Michigan now there's all kinds of events, like people can't even keep up with it. What else do I have to share with you all? Oh, we are starting a new website. So we'll have a new merch website. I wasn't liking the other website we had. It wasn't very good. So we're going to Shopify. So we'll be announcing on Facebook our new website for anyone who wants merch. We still have some, what are they called? North versus South t-shirts that'll be on the site. We sent out a bunch, but we still have a couple. If anyone wants a North versus South shirt that didn't get a chance to get one, Terry got his new ID to come to Canada, so he's ready to go.
Yeah,
Or
across
Trudeau.
the border. If you're Canadian, you have to have one of those. So,
well, Trudeau says you need to have this ID card now to make sure when you come across. So Terry's got his ordered up, ready to go. We are going to be doing a limited run. Breaking news. I was going to do this on the table, but we've got a couple of new designs for my boy coming out that will be available on the website in the next couple of weeks. We got Spoolin' and Drooling t-shirts for Maxwell. And we got the It's Time to Shut the Fuck Up and Send It shirts. So we'll have those available in the next couple of weeks on the webpage or on our merchandise site for anyone who wants one. We tried to do this one for the kids and then the other one for adults. Uh-oh. There we go. The weather kept people away. We were missing 12 guys that locked in. Yeah, I believe that. The weather on the Weather Network looked like shit. I should just make a white. That's it. Just a black shirt, white smoke on the back. Oh, fuck. So, yeah. That was pretty much our weekend. Moving forward, I invited John from 519 Pro Street on, but I haven't heard back from him, so I was going to see if he wanted to come on, give us a little rundown of his shit this weekend. But John from 519 Pro Street has a no prep on Saturday, backside of St. Thomas Dragway. If you don't know, it is in St. Thomas, which is about 3 hours from the border. I believe that's Saturday morning. It's called the Blue Collar No Prep. It's $1 buy-in, $2,000 to win, small tire. All the other classes, I didn't see anyone signed up. Maybe there's one or two cards. It looks like it's just going to be a small tire event, basically. I feel like, I don't know, not a lot of people are signing up for this stuff here in Canada anymore. I don't know if it's because they're traveling or they're just kind of lost interest in it. But maybe because it's early in the year, too. We'll see how it plays out. Good seeing you on the weekend, Paulo. Thank you, sir. We'll have those shirts available, like I said, in the next couple of weeks on the webpage. We normally get them shipped out in a couple of days, and then I don't know. It probably will take 3 or 4 days to get there, I'd imagine, normally. When you've ordered stuff to Florida, Terry, how long does it take when it ships from here?
Yeah, normal. I mean, it took an extra day or two just to get across the border, but that was it. I mean, it wasn't anything out of the ordinary. Yeah,
most of our stuff ships within 2 days, and then however long it takes to get to you, 2 to 4 days, I'd imagine, normally. What's up, Mark? Yeah, I know your truck wasn't ready. That sucked. It was definitely a challenging surface that you missed out on, and looking forward to the next one they do on that road course. I know the back of TMP is very fast. Everyone knows that there's nothing you can do back there. Everyone's dragged the glue down there. It's just a much better surface. Yeah, we're going to try to make St. Thomas next weekend. Like I said, I need to practice. I need to test. A lot of things have changed on the truck, so I've noticed like everything's different now. Dome pressure's different. Turbos react different. Truck makes more torque, needs a lot less boost than we used to run to do the same kind of things with. So it's going to be, as per fucking usual, another learning curve. But suspension-wise, I think we figured that part out finally. It's only taken 2 years, but now it's just power management. We just gotta relax. Okay. We'll bring some stuff with us to St. Thomas. I'll bring like the little merch bin. If anyone wants anything, just come hit me up at St. Thomas. We always, as we travel, we normally bring some stuff with us. We don't have everything, but we bring a lot of stuff to our events in Florida, but that's only because we're down there. No, I like racing you. I'll get my 100 back. Don't worry. You got lucky this time because it's early in the season, but we'll rerun it.
Here we go.
Yeah, Terry knows. It's the same thing with him.
Yeah.
Sometimes we don't even test. We just go right to racing. I think in Florida there were a few times there we just bolted on a bunch of shit, changed a bunch of shit, and went right into first round. And I was like, "Oh, you think this will work?" And he's like, "Sure, well,
yeah.
whatever.
Let's say, yeah,
we just try it."
Yeah.
Oh, there we donated another $250. You only got to be faster than Casey Max if you're at a track that Casey Max is at, and he doesn't run True Street, so we're hiding. You know, the slow, small tire guys, we're all ducking into True Street now. But I don't really like it. I like slicks better, to be honest. I've been trying to buy 1 or 2 shirts a week from All Racers I Collect shirts. Oh, that's cool. Really cool. Yeah, John. I post a lot of stuff on my Facebook page, so just keep an eye out. I'll let you know when the new site's up for all the merch stuff. And then if you want to order something, that would be awesome. I appreciate it. Good seeing you too, Mike. Mike made a good pass. Wasn't fast, but it was A to B, clean. He was one of the only ones I saw make a clean A to B. It was a hard surface. Yeah, Apollo probably was just running motor and then adding a little nitrous out back. There's a good question, Terry.
That's easy, and Mike is way more work.
When I'm crying, Terry has to bring tissues every time I lose.
Yeah.
I'm in the trailer bawling my eyes out like a little girl. There you go. Anyway, yeah, wasn't a very good, or wasn't a very eventful weekend. Terry's coming to Canada at the end of June.
Yeah,
No.
end of June. Yeah, end of June, early July, I think is what we're going to do.
Oh, end of June. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Not War in the Woods. Not end of May, end of June. Did you win at TMP? No. We made it to second round out of 3 cars.
See, again, the way you word things is
Sounds good, right?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. We were really working hard. We made it to second round.
The finals. Yeah.
The winner got a bye into the finals. We really earned that. See, if I would have won that Wally, I could have made a huge elaborate post like, "We're fucking back. We killed it." Now I got nothing. I got nothing to brag about.
You need a Wally. You don't have one yet, do you?
I'm going to just buy one. I'm going to buy a bigger one. I'm going to buy like a life-size one and just have it in the driveway here. So when you pull in, you'll be like, "Is that Mike's as a Wally statue?" Yes, I basically destroyed a brand new set of QTPs. Throw them right in the garbage. They're right down to the bands.
Helping that right lane out.
Yeah, I'm very happy with the new motor. Shout out to Mike Thompson Racing Engines. They did a hell of a job. Paul and Matt. Little small engine shop, Naples, Florida.
They killed it.
This thing's fucking, it's angry. It's ready to party. And I can't wait till War in the Woods when we can actually hopefully put some fucking power down. Because I want to see what this thing actually does. It was getting under my nerves how fucking slow we were going. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Scott. I'll just go and buy a Wally. It's cheaper. Wherever they get the Wallies from, they seem to be... I don't know where that came from all of a sudden. I remember the Wally was like a very prestigious, like, wasn't it? In the drag racing world? And now there's like Wallies everywhere. You can get a Wally for fucking everything. It's like an AVN award. Fastest surface would be that I've been on. Fuck. I mean, War in the Woods is pretty fast in the fall. I don't know about the spring here because not that many people have ran on it. The next fastest surface would be... I'm trying to think. KD is 60 foot fast, but then after that it goes to shit. So KD you can get after it in the 60. I'm trying to think of where else we've been that was fast. I do a lot of backside racing, so none of it's really fast. I've not really been to many front side. I mean, a Mockley can be fast, but even that's, I still haven't seen any 4-second passes there. What do you think? Where have I been that's fast?
I would have said War in the Woods too. I mean,
yeah, I think out of all the places I've been to, probably War in the Woods would be the fastest. I think that's the fastest we've been in an event, was War in the Woods. Terry, what's an AVN award?
never heard of it.
Terry's been there himself.
I might have been to Vegas.
True story.
I might have been to a place like that.
Anyway, anything else we got? Or is this short and sweet tonight because it's Sunday? What do you have going on in Florida, Terry? Tell us.
Work.
After your
I got
lawsuit
a regular
settles.
job.
After your lawsuit settles, are we building a chassis car?
No, I'm not having a lawsuit. I'm not going to be that guy.
The back of KU goes fast, but it's not as fast as War in the Woods fast. Any front side, no prep, if it has enough cars, it gets fast. Like, fast.
Yeah.
This one's for you, Terry. That's your fault.
No, it's fine.
Scott, north versus south will be fine. You just have to understand that we do scrape it, and you need to just relax a little bit on your first round tune-ups, and just that's the purpose. Like exactly like what we did this weekend. You're not going to hit those numbers that you think you're going to hit at a Mockley first round off the trailer when we do north versus south. It's an actual no prep, so it's going to require a little bit of detuning and just figuring it out to go A to B. We don't want to see anyone wreck or anything like that, obviously not, but common sense is a big thing as well. If you're going to be in the no prep world, you need to understand and figure out a surface and say, okay, well, we're not going to run X, Y, and Z. We're going to be, a little more conservative, and we're going to just make it work. Yeah, we're going to scrape it again. I mean, that is a true no prep. If you want to be a no prep racer, that's what it's about. What is your best 8th mile no prep time? 6:20?
Yeah.
Ish. 15 on a really good surface. Yeah, War in the Woods can be 4-second fast. It has been 4-second fast. But like I said, that's normally the fall event, because after they do all the bracket racing all summer, it starts to get pretty sticky. A bullshit. The kid.
A bullshit.
A bullshit. I'm not as fast as Paulo Severa. That guy, he's in every class. When he comes to an event, you better be prepared. He comes with a stacker, 16 cars, 1 car in every class. Every time you go out there, you're going to see Paulo beside you smiling. It may be a different car, but he'll be stuffed in there ready to race. Only? Yeah, we're slow. Terry said we should get into bracket racing. My problem is I'm very slow on the tree, so
Index
that ain't gonna help us. Index Mike. We'll go with Jeff Thompson. Jeff Thomas. Yeah. Index Jeff, Index Mike, hitting up the fucking bracket races near you.
How are your new front shocks doing?
They are good. We changed this. Well, Jeremy knows this. We had springs in them, and then at about 2 a.m, I went out to the shop and changed the springs because I couldn't sleep to a different spring. So I might go back to the other springs. I don't know if I'm 100% sold. The problem is if you have too heavy of a spring, the rebound can't control it. So I went to a lighter spring. They work awesome. Like, they're very good shock. I think the other shocks I had were fucked up for sure.
Yeah.
Because these are a lot smoother up and down. My other shocks, I think one of them was bent from all those wheelies because the truck would go up in a wheelie and it would have like one paw tucked up in the fender like this and the other leg down on the ground. I think they weren't working properly. These ones, the truck goes up and down equally every time. Whose wallet stack is Paulo's?
Paulo's.
Oh, I thought he was talking about me. I'm like, my wallet's fucking empty. This motor rebuild fucking killed me. That is it for me. We're going to keep at it, chipping away, and hopefully be able to be competitive in True Street this year. But still run some small tire stuff. And if I really get sick of True Street, then this winter, Terry, you better bring your Sawzall out because we got a lot of cutting to do.
I got it handy.
Bring your Ryobi Sawzall and a shit ton of batteries. Because we're only going to cut about 3 inches of metal per battery.
Don't tell everybody I got Ryobi tools. Fuck.
All right, guys. Well, tonight, short and sweet. Like I said, we reviewed everything we had going on. Next weekend, we will be... Yeah, that's what I'm telling Terry. We need some funding. I heard Heather's leg got super infected, so now we have to cut both her legs off, and now she's going to be a amputee. So that's got to be at least 4 or 5 million. That should get us 2 chassis cars. And we'll tell everyone to work harder.
Street cars. Yeah.
Then we'll be the guys go, come on. You guys got to work harder. Your shit's slow.
Put more time in.
Put more time in. As we're yelling at the shop on the other line. Hurry up and finish my fucking car. I got to beat Frankenstein.
Yeah.
We don't care how much it costs. I want traction control, okay?
Whoever
I want
his boss is.
state of the art. I want Elon Musk designing the traction control in my car. Okay? That's my next move. Did Terry say he's getting...
No, don't click on that one. Son of a bitch.
I click on everything. We are the men of the people here.
No,
we do not censor. We do not discriminate. You got something to say? See, you need some carbon fiber legs.
High speed, low drag.
You're not working hard enough, Terry, on that lawsuit. I'll help you do the paperwork up. I'll act as your attorney. My client is willing to settle out of court for 2 fully built chassis cars. One of them has to say Money Mike on the Lexan window on the driver's seat. That's all I ask.
Call her Tink Tink.
Horrible.
I hope she's asleep already.
I hope so too. Or you're going to be sleeping on the couch tonight. Oh, man. Nobody's off limits on here. This is why it's the Sunday Night Shit Show. This is where we talk shit. You can talk shit about me. You can talk shit about Terry. You can talk about whoever. Just don't talk shit about your mothers today because it is Mother's Day.
That's true.
You got to be nice to your mother. I hope everyone brought their mother some flowers. I brought my mom some flowers. Brought her a nice peach cobbler that I didn't bake myself but bought from the bakery up the street here.
Thank God, because I had some of your pie one time at your house. Hey, I couldn't believe it. This shit. This fucking guy.
It was warm apple pie, but not so warm.
and you gave everybody a piece, and nobody said anything. And you gave me a piece last, and I mean, everybody was eating, and I got a big chunk out of it, and the plate felt warm, and I put that thing it was ice cold. Ice cold. It had been in the oven for 45 minutes. It was ice cold in the middle, and I couldn't even chew it. And I looked around the room, and everybody bust out laughing because nobody would say anything. Why were you bringing them cold pie?
But did it have a hole in the middle? That's the cream-filled pecan. It's a different pie. That one's specially brewed for Terry.
Ridiculous. Well, it's a big job, but somebody's got to do it.
It's a small job. We got to go back to the intro video. I tried to get someone to hit me today in traffic, but they wouldn't. That's it. If you want to build a chassis car in 2024, just dive into traffic.
Just dive headfirst into traffic.
Headfirst. Like you see those guys in Europe do. They're just walking, and then all of a sudden they just lay down in front of the car and let it run them over.
Practice falling down all day.
Payday. Scott likes pie. Terry likes pie too.
I do. I just thought 45 minutes of you in the kitchen, it would have at least been lukewarm.
I put it in the oven.
I know you did. I don't know how you put it in the oven for 40 minutes and it came out ice cold. It makes no sense.
We will be having a YouTube drop too for all of you Terry fans.
Fuck.
Cooking with Chef Terry. I've had this video now since before Christmas, I think. We edited a whole cooking segment and then never got around. I can't post it on here for some reason. YouTube shuts it down all the time. But we're going to try to upload it on the page. Wheelchair Mafia. There you go. Poland's not on here today. We got to get him on the show. He's funny too.
He's a fucking riot.
Yeah, he's a funny dude. Him and Jimmy Dale are two funny guys. I can't wait to race Jimmy Dale at KD. I'm going to fuck his shit up.
Here we go.
He was talking all kinds of smack about how trucks are slow and shit.
They shouldn't even be
They shouldn't even be running, racing, and all this shit. I cannot wait for that day.
He's gonna have a fresh new motor for you.
I don't give a fuck. I got a fresh new motor for him. I'm going to wheelie past him, flipping him the fucking bird.
I can't wait.
And then probably lose control because it's bumpy as shit. Oh, it's time for another lemonade, Terry. I thought we were ending the show.
We were.
I can't end it.
And you started
now I'm reading these comments. It's the more drinks. The more drinks you have, the better the content gets.
Yeah, that's true. I was going to ask if you remember the table last week, but I know you don't.
It's true. You do have to turn. Maybe I put the pie in the stove and never turned it on. That's possible.
You had to have done something ridiculous.
Was that the night we were drinking the moonshine?
That was the night that you forced me into drinking everything.
Then I probably never even turned the oven on. No, his motor won't be fresh for long. I think he's running his car at the 50K race, isn't he? See you, Scott. Have a good night. We'll see you in 2 weeks. It's that nitrous life.
It's rough.
When you live that nitrous life, it's hard on motors and spark plugs. Although I do change my plugs like a nitrous motor. Oh, we got a new idea.
We need more. Keep them coming.
We need more ideas on how to get chassis cars here. We can't sell drugs because we're not very good at it. Terry's already tried a lawsuit by feeding his wife to a dog. That's not panned out well. Next thing, he's going to dive in front of a car this week and see if that'll help.
Practice falling down, yeah. Slip and fall, something like that.
Yeah, I think Jimmy's got a motor coming from
the uncle or somebody?
The uncle that always wears our sweater now.
I love it. I saw it in that video.
Sinister Performance sweaters, the most comfortable sweater. You can't take them off once you get one.
They're pretty nice.
I've seen Tommy wearing it in his videos. I've seen their uncle wears it all the time. Whenever it's cold, he's rocking the Sinister Performance sweater. So we appreciate you. Everyone in Florida, North versus South, everywhere I looked, I'm like, where's... Oh, fuck, is that Terry? Is that Terry?
No.
Everyone had Sinister sweaters on. It was sick. They are very comfortable. Uncle Bob, that's it.
Yeah.
Uncle Bob loves... If you ever watch us, Bob, I'll send you another free sweater just for advertising so much with the original one. When that one's wore out, you give me a call. I'll send you a freebie. We appreciate the support. But they are comfortable. I got to get more of those in stock. I don't think we have any more sweaters right now. We sold them all out at North versus South. It was fucking cold.
Yeah, it got cold that evening.
People ain't used to
No.
Florida's not used to cold like that. Everyone's in shorts and t-shirts. Then the sun went down, and ooh-wee, it was winter.
Yeah, they all lost it.
See, there's another great idea. Get run over by a cop. That's guaranteed money.
Yeah, if I got hit by the city, for sure.
Oh, yeah. Or like a garbage truck.
Yeah.
But a garbage truck may fuck you up
city.
for good.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think you'll enjoy that money after when you're fucking right fucked up. It's got to be fucked up enough that you can recover and still live a decent life.
$20 is $20.
Yes, we're gonna try to bring some merch to War in the Woods. I just don't know how many people. Are you coming to War in the Woods, Terry? Not this year. KD this year.
I think KD. Yeah, I haven't been there, so.
So if anyone wants their chest signed by Terry, it's $1. We charge $1 at North versus South. If you want your nipples signed, butt cheeks, Terry will sign anything. Your baby's forehead. It's $1. All proceeds go to Terry's chassis car fund.
Now we're talking.
But yes, I'll bring some merch to War in the Woods. You'll just have to find me when I'm at the trailer because I'm not sure how many people are coming with me. I know I'll have Andrew with me, but I don't know if Jeremy's going to be able to make it. I think he has prior engagements. I think everyone's kind of jammed up that weekend, which kind of sucks, but hopefully Trevor will come and his guys. We could put a little team together and hopefully do some damage. And not draw each other first round would be ideal. Because that happened before.
It sucks.
Sweatshirt, not sweater. You don't call them sweaters? Right?
I mean,
you call it a sweater or sweatshirt?
If we were being specific, it's a hoodie. A sweatshirt and a sweater to me is fucking same thing. It's like a Christmas sweater, you know what I mean? Like no hoodie, long sleeves.
Here's another one. Bathroom or washroom?
I mean, here it's a bathroom, but
I know, and people always give me this crooked eye when I'm like, hey, where's the washroom? They're like, what? I'm like, where you take a piss.
You mean the bathroom?
It's called the washroom up here.
Well,
I'm heading to the washroom. I'll see you in 20 minutes. It's going to be spicy. Yes, I will be on the table on Thursday at War in the Woods, hopefully. I'm going to leave Thursday early morning, so I get there hopefully it's about 8 hours from here to go to War in the Woods. So I'll be there sometime in the afternoon. The shitter. Is the shitter universal? Does that work for you?
Yeah, I think the shitter is universal.
Sounds good, man. Hit me up in the DMs, as all the kids say. Hit me up in the DMs.
Yeah, that's the perfect time.
Go up to him when he's in line and ask him. What's that? Ask who?
I'm assuming it's the staging lane. That'd be when I'd go up and ask for merch.
Oh, yeah.
Ask
me for merch. Yeah, right when I'm doing my burnout, just tap on the window and say, hey, think I could grab a sweater or a hoodie or a sweatshirt or whatever else you want to call it. Cloth with a hood to use in the washroom / bathroom / shitter. A sweater is what your mother wears. I've never actually heard that before. So a sweater is considered female? Hoodie?
I call it a hoodie.
What happens if it has no hood?
And then it's a sweater.
But a sweater is what your mother wears.
I don't. My mom doesn't wear. I mean, she probably wears a sweater, but I don't discuss what she calls it. That's for sure.
A cardigan is a style of sweater, isn't it? Terry wears cardigans.
You should know. You're the one that owns a bunch of them.
Terry wears the sweater vest when we go out. He rocks the sweater vest. Sweater vest with the mullet. It's a fucking stellar look. And the gold chain out, just a little bit of jewelry for the ladies.
The Pollard. Yeah.
There's so many names coming up now. Porcelain
Yeah.
Throne. I just call it my office because I sit in there on my phone fucking doing business all morning until my legs go numb. And then I can't get off of there. I have to fucking crawl off like a cripple till I get to the living room and get blood flow back in my fucking legs. No hood, it's a sweatshirt. There we go. We're getting all the definitions. Those fucks in Saskatchewan call a hoodie a bunny hug. I've never even heard of that. The fuck is a bunny hug? That sounds like some kind of porn move. It's like a Guatemalan reach around. With the hood, it's a hoodie. How the fuck is it 8 hours from you? I'm in central New York and it's 10 hours from me. Well, it's fucking 8 hours for me. It's 4 hours from here to Detroit. And then from Detroit to Indiana. I mean, with stops and everything, it takes me 8 hours. Pulling a trailer, like I don't drive like a complete fucking asshole doing, 95 mile an hour. So, yeah, it takes me 8 hours normally with stops. I pee a lot, and I have to stop for munchies because I'm fat. Oh, Terry definitely looks amazing with his sweater vest on. Sweater vest. But no shirt underneath. That's the weird part. So it makes it uncomfortable because he's got like the chest hair out under the sweater vest and it mingles with the fur of the vest. I don't know. It's weird when you go to a nice restaurant and this guy rolls in like that, like a caveman.
Maybe lying?
Huh?
I don't know.
Oh, lying.
There we go.
That's a living sack of shit. I do not do 95 mile an hour average with the trailer. Empty, maybe. Not with the trailer. That's how you blow trailer tires, and I hate fucking changing trailer tires on the side of the road. Yes, road snacks, extremely important. And I like to stop and buy completely random shit. I don't know if anyone's ever seen those bags of chips that had wrappers on them, like Biggie Smalls, Tupac, barbecue chips. No, you ain't even about that life. I bought them. They were horrible, but I bought them. I will find the grungiest. Oh, should I tell them the story about the two Indian dudes?
Yeah.
So, I don't even know what state that was in. So, I'm driving home in, I don't even know what state. Let's just say Tennessee. Down this back road fucking place. I got off the highway, off 75. I had no idea where the fuck I was, but I needed diesel because the truck was out of diesel. So I'm driving around and I type in diesel on my phone and it takes me to this little fucking shitty ass gas station that had more fucking vapes than anything else in there. Vapes and bongs. So I fill up on diesel and I got to piss extremely bad. So I go into the gas station. I ask the guy, hey man, can I use the fucking pisser? Like, wash. I probably said washroom.
You
And he was
said
probably
washroom.
like, yeah, he was probably like, what the fuck's this guy talking about? Said bathroom, washroom, place to piss. And he goes, no, we don't have a washroom. And there's two guys in this place working there. And I'm like, What do you mean you don't have a washroom? Well, you go outside and shit in a bucket? Like, how do you not have a washroom? So anyway, I'm like, okay. I'm like, where do I piss? And he points at the back of the fucking gas station, like in the bush or in the trees there. Whatever. I grab a drink. I finish pumping diesel. What did I go? I went back inside for something. And then the fucking guy's like, hey. I guess he looked at my trailer and he goes, I know you. And I'm like, you know me? He's like, yeah, we watch you on YouTube. And I was like, get the fuck out of here. He's like, yeah, man, we got a washroom. You can use our washroom. And I'm like, what the fuck? He takes me into this back room. These guys got a toilet in this fucking grungy ass gas station with all the buttons on it, like that wash your balls, that fucking wash your ass out. All this shit in this fancy ass little like fucking. Now I know why they don't let anyone use the bathroom there. Because it's like their legit bathroom. So I'm pissing, being extra careful not to piss on the controls of that thing or anything, because I'm like, fuck, these guys are going to be pissed if I piss all over their fucking hand-controlled fucking ball washer. But so random. I was like, what the fuck? It was actually kind of funny. So shout out to those guys. I don't know if you're watching tonight or anything, but thank you for letting me use your, what do we call it? Bathroom. Much appreciated. Yeah, I got a lot of fucked up stories. I can probably sit here all night telling stupid stories that would probably entertain most and bury myself, because then I know on Tuesday I'll just be the fucking joke of the night all night. I already take enough abuse on there.
Yeah. Well, when he told me the story, he wasn't worried about pissing on the controls because he was sitting down to pee. So he's definitely changed his story a little.
When you see a fucking contraption like that on a toilet, you got to see how well it washes the undercarriage. You know what I mean? You don't go through a car wash and don't get the ultra. That's just facts. Nobody goes through a car wash, gets basic.
Full shower.
You got to sit on that thing, feel that heated water up your butthole. Cleaned out everything.
Wow.
I didn't want to admit to that, Terry.
It's not a big deal.
Those gentlemen were kind enough to let me use their fucking VIP bathroom.
Shower.
I showered in there.
Showered. Just used all the.
I thought that was for washing your face, so
yeah.
They're fucking cleaning up. It's disgusting.
It's fine.
Shit. Let me go back. Someone was asking me, and I can't even go up with comments here. My fucking thing is fucked. Oh, here we go. Someone was asking about War in the Woods, which way I take. Are you gonna fucking stalk me or what? Did it say property of Billy on the back of it?
Don't listen to that one.
Waffle S10, $100 each of 500 tickets. There's the chassis money. We can waffle the dingo if enough people want. Oh, sorry.
Take it easy.
I'm just saying, if we could get a chassis car, we could be good.
That's true.
Yeah, Rob, we'll be at War in the Woods for sure, and we'll be at KD. Those are two of my favorite races I never miss. Going to take, you know what, Caveman? I have no idea which way. I take whatever way my iPhone says. So I think I take whatever way it takes me from Detroit. I don't know if it's 65. Yeah, I'm not sure which way I take. I take whichever way the iPhone says. I don't think I've been there. Where is Garditos? Sounds Mexican. Maybe not. Oh, I do like pie. Fresh, warm apple pie.
You've never had a fucking warm pie in your house.
Peed twice? Oh yeah, Happy's a lot of fun to fuck with. Happy don't give a shit.
No, I saw him.
I love Happy. He's funny, man. they're so due on top of the. Tell me you don't see that shit. I mean that. What? Must be a spelling error. Doo-doo? So there's, I don't know. What's American Pie? Is there a difference?
I mean, that's
the
the
movie.
movie.
Oh, never mind. I'm just retarded. Sorry,
Mm.
you're not supposed to. We just got fucking banned on YouTube. God damn it.
Demonetized.
Can't even go back in time and delete comments. Shit. See you, Brad. Brad, let me know if you want to go to War in the Woods. You're buying the hotel, though. It's nice, eh? Invite people.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, you want to come to this place? You pay for the hotel? Did you see the guy rapping on... Oh. Did you see the guy rapping on No Prep Foundation? No, we didn't. So, let me ask you guys on here. We still got 54 people. On your way down to Indiana from Detroit to War in the Woods, what's the best place to stop for snacks? Something unique. I don't like... We can go anywhere and buy fucking regular chips and shit. I like to buy, like I said, stuff that I've never seen before, and I'll try it. I've had pig... What are those things called? Pig grinds? Pork grinds?
Pork rinds? Yeah.
Yeah. Not a big fan. I've tried the Rappers chips. I tried the Biggie Small barbecue and Tupac fucking something or other. Lil Wayne. There were all kinds of like rappers on chip. You've never seen those?
Mm-mm.
Oh, I don't know where it was. I've had Pizza King already, actually. Pizza King is always good. Is my phone still connected down there? It is, too. You didn't even notice that. Yeah, we need somewhere cool to stop on the way down to War in the Woods. Pork rinds, I don't know. I was kind of disappointed. I'm a big bacon fan. I love bacon. Air fried. Whoever's tried bacon, you got to air fry bacon. That's the best way to make bacon. Terry knows. You got to air fry bacon. Drain all the grease out of the air fryer. At least the air fryer I have. The air fryer I have spins in a circle and keeps flipping the bacon. And then you got to drizzle fresh maple syrup, a little bit of pepper. That shit is fucking fire. You will not make better bacon than that. The wrapper chips.
Just keep going.
No, they were at some gas station, I remember. Pork rind. Oh God.
That makes perfect sense.
That does make sense. Dill pickle we have here. That's nothing special. We have boiled peanuts. I don't think I've tried. I'd like to try that.
Get the Cajun ones, spicy ones.
You know what's always been weird to me? The gas stations that serve like fried chicken and shit. Have you been to any of those?
Yeah, we got one here in Gateway.
Oh, you do? It's just random, like, hey, we're just gonna not Church's chicken. It's like some no-name fucking. They're just frying chicken. There's no name, like no store, no nothing. They just have fried chicken and fried everything, like fried shrimp, fried chicken, but in the gas station. I don't fuck with gas station meat. I used to fuck around with the roller dogs. You know, the ones that roll back and forth on the fucking thing, like the glizzies with the fucking little glizz on them.
The fuck is glizz?
I don't know, that grease. You see, they're shiny. You know when they're on the rollers and they're shiny? You can tell how well cooked they are by the shine.
Would never call it glizz.
No glizzies?
Hmm.
That's what the kids call hot dogs.
All right.
I'm just saying. You got to understand, I stop at a lot of fucked up gas stations. I went to a gas station one time. I don't know where that one was, actually. I pull into the parking lot. There's about 16 people that all look like they're drug dealers, and they were having a convention in the fucking parking lot with music blaring. I was probably the only white guy in the whole fucking parking lot. They all stopped. The music turns down as I get out of my truck, and then they started walking over to me, and I jumped right back in the truck and got the fuck out of there as fast as humanly possible. That was a scary night. It was like 3 a.m. I don't even know if this gas station was open, but I'm stupid enough to pull in there with the truck, trailer, everything. I'm sure they were just coming over to ask me about whatever car I had in the trailer, but I just didn't feel like donating it for the night.
They definitely had a CD to sell you.
But they had some music booming. Like, I've never seen a gas station that was popping off like that. But it definitely got awkward when I got out of the truck, so we moved on from there. Fried chicken gizzards. Ugh.
Why's your face like that? People eat those.
No, that doesn't sound good. I enjoy my wieners. Happy would gobble them whole. That's true. Monterey chicken rollers. I haven't tried that. See, I'm a little hesitant on the meat. Like gas station meat, unless it's jerky, it scares me. Because, yeah, like I've had food poisoning a few too many times that I don't enjoy it anymore. I never enjoyed it, but see you, Tyler. Thanks for joining us tonight. Always like seeing you. No, we're not allowed to carry, sadly. We carry at home here. Well, when you say carry, we're not allowed to carry. We have gun licenses and we can have long arms. You can't just walk around with a handgun in the glove box here in Canada. That will definitely get you some jail time. Fed gizzards. Feed gizzards, toy dogs for treats. Yeah, Loves are normally pretty good, actually. I stop at a lot of Loves truck stops. I'll be honest, I've never showered in a truck stop. I always hear that when you walk in, they're like, ding, number 47. It sounds like almost like you're going into a fucking rub and tug. Number 47, your room is now ready. Oh, that reminds me. If anyone's still on here, we only got 50 people. I got another funny story. This show tonight is definitely going to get us banned, 100%. Okay, this is the final story because I like to keep these at 2 hours long, and anyone who stayed with us, this one's a good one. So, in my younger days, please don't repeat any of these to the table after. So, in my younger days, when I was single and having fun in my late teens, we went out to Montreal, which is a city here in Canada, in Quebec, for a boys' weekend. So we went snowboarding. We used to be big into snowboarding and stuff. And we went snowboarding, and it was cold. Back then, I don't know, winter has changed, but back then it was like cold. Like when you were on the chairlift, your face mask was frozen to your face. Like it was bad. It's probably one of the coldest weekends. So we go back to Montreal, and we're staying with my friend's uncle at the time, who was like real French, like didn't speak much English, because in Quebec they all speak French. They really don't like Quebec is like that province here in Canada that hates the rest of the country. They're like, we had English settlers and then French settlers, and all the French settlers kind of went to Quebec, and that's kind of their deal. They've tried to separate from Canada. How the fuck do you separate a province that's in the middle? Like, we can't just start shoveling and make a moat around the... Anyway, it's stupid shit. Getting back to my story. So, we go snowboarding all day. We go back to my buddy's uncle's, and it's like 4 dudes here. Some of my best friends growing up. And they go, okay, what are we going to do tonight? So we're like, fuck, we're going to go out. Like, they had pretty good nightlife in Montreal, a lot of bars, and he was within walking distance to the bars. So we went out and we were drinking and having a good time and stayed out for most of the night. Actually, my parents watched this show. Maybe I shouldn't tell this story. I just thought about that. It's kind of inappropriate. I'm already committed. Hopefully they won't. We may have to clip this show after. So
You're
whoever
gonna
hears it tonight,
text
this
message.
may not be on the actual YouTube because mine's flying right now, so he's probably not going to watch this till tomorrow. So we're partying all night, and the bar's closed. It's like 3 a.m, and it's me and my other buddy. And he goes, "Hey, we're in Montreal. Let's go check out, see if we can find some girls or whatever." Like, as in, they had like after-hour strip clubs and whatever. So the first place we went to was like, you go down this back alley, and there's all these booths, and you sit in the booths. I guess they're like jerk booths, like guys go there. You know what I mean? So I'm too drunk to realize where the fuck we're going. So we go to this booth, and like the curtain opens, and there's this fucking lady who's probably like 50 years old, fucking horrible. And she's, you know, dancing around in this booth. Everything's hanging down to the floor. Like, and I'm like, what the fuck are we doing? So I leave the booth, and my buddy's gone, completely gone. Like, and now I'm by myself in Montreal, drunk out of my mind. I don't know where I'm going. So I go up to the front, and I go, you know, the guy I was with when I came in here, because we had to go past this girl at the table. And I go, hey, did you see the guy I was with? And she goes, yeah, he went upstairs. And I go, okay, that's random. So she goes, if you want to go upstairs, it's $250. And I'm like 19 years old. I'm like, I don't have $250. I'm like, well, I don't have that kind of money. She's like, okay, well, you can sit here. So I'm sitting in the what they called the waiting room. So like, it must have been a good 30 minutes. And my buddy comes back downstairs, and I'm like, dude, like, what the fuck? Where have you been? So he's like, I got to tell you on the way home. So we start walking back. This fucking guy tells me, he goes, so the girl in the booth is telling me, oh, you got to come upstairs. That's where the fucking fun is. And I'm like, okay. He goes, I go upstairs. There's a glass wall. And in the middle of the glass wall is some kind of suction machine, like a fucking vacuum cleaner. Like some kind of vacuum cleaner attachment. I can never give you this guy's name because he'd never want me to tell the story. Vacuum cleaner attachment on the wall. And he said the girl gives you like a plastic fucking, almost like a Ziploc over your wiener. And you stick your shit into the wall. And this girl like manipulates it, but also has a vacuum attachment or shit. It was the craziest fucking thing I've ever heard of. And he's telling me, yeah, I'm just up against the glass wall like this. I can't believe I'm telling this story. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? He's like, I'm completely naked. He said he stripped down completely. And you got to remember, we're fucking like blackout drunk. He goes, I'm completely naked, leaning against the glass like this, and this girl's just got this vacuum cleaner thing. Oh my God, it was the craziest shit I've ever heard. We go back in the morning, we cannot find this fucking place anywhere because he was telling the other. He was not, yeah, I went back with my $250 to check it out for myself. It was like this place never existed, but I know we were there. I don't know how we found this place, but we could never find it again because we went back, and in the morning we were telling the other two guys we're with, they're like, we got to see this. There's no fucking way that this is legit. And we went right back to the same bar, and we retraced the exact same steps, and we could never find this place again. But the visual and the fucking way he told this story, I was fucking dying. I was on the ground laughing. I'm like, first of all, I had a couple questions. I'm like, first of all, why were you completely naked for one? Like, couldn't you have just pulled, like, why did you have to strip completely naked? That was number one. Number two, I would never in a million years stick that thing in any kind of vacuum fucking contraption. I'm like, how do you know she wouldn't just suck the thing clean off? Like, it was the most fucked up thing I've ever heard, and I don't know if it's even a thing anymore there, but I almost want to go back to Montreal to see it. That place is the most fucked up city you'll ever go to if you go and party there. You will see some shit. So yeah, that's my end of the story. End of the night story. But
Vacuum cleaner.
I got stories. I mean, we did a lot of shit when we were younger. One of these days we're just gonna have a story time episode, and then it'll be completely annihilated off YouTube. Oh. But yeah. No, Canadians are much more fucked up. We do some shit up here. We're bored. It's boring up here. Oh my God, I hope he never watches this episode. He's going to be like, you motherfucker. Anyway, it was good. It was good times back then. A lot of fun. Anyway, that's how I don't know what it was, man. I've never seen anything like that in my life. I don't know. That city is a weird city. You find shit in fucking alleyways late at night. I got more stories, but we'll save those for another episode. Oh. Yeah, man. Montreal has a lot of strip clubs, a lot of bikers in Montreal, so there's a lot of strip clubs. But thank you guys for sticking with us here. We'll do it this way. We'll try to do a story at the end of every episode from my childhood. I'll tell you a couple things we've done. I got a few more good ones. I can tell you. It's our own little group here. There's not that many people watching, so. Yes, we'll be at St. Thomas this weekend. We normally like in the Prairie People Drag Queen Club. It could have been. Yeah, that's what happens. They'll take every dollar from you. All right, Rob, have a great week. Everyone else, have a great week. Thank you for sticking with us this weekend. We appreciate all you guys. We love hanging out with you guys on Sundays. This is our day to fuck around and shoot the shit and talk and everything else. So hope everyone has a wonderful week. Stay safe. And anything else, Terry, you got to say to the people?
Nope. See you guys.
Have a great week, everybody, and we'll see you in 2 weeks. Anyone else locally, we'll see you at St. Thomas this upcoming Saturday. Peace.
See you.